In a peaceful village surrounded by green mountains, there lived a young man named Raphael. He had everything anyone could wish for: a loving family, good health, and enough wealth to live comfortably. His home was spacious, his days were calm, and he never lacked necessities. Yet despite all this, Raphael was never truly happy. He often felt empty, as if something essential was missing. His mind was always preoccupied with thoughts about the future, and he believed that happiness would only come when he achieved something extraordinary. "I'll be happy when I get a high-paying job," he told himself. "I'll be happy when I buy a bigger house. I'll be happy when everyone respects me." But no matter what he achieved, his happiness never lasted. A new car brought joy for a few days, but soon the emptiness returned. His parents, noticing his sadness, tried to tell him, "Happiness is not found in external things, it is found within you." But Raphael couldn't grasp their meaning. One day he heard about a wise monk who lived in the mountains. It was said that he knew the secret to true happiness. Desperate for answers, Raphael decided to visit the monk and learn from him. After a long journey through steep trails and dense forests, he finally reached the monk's small hut. The old man welcomed him with a gentle smile, his eyes shining with wisdom. "Master," said Raphael, his voice trembling with frustration, "I have everything I need, but I still feel empty. No matter what I achieve, happiness never stays. Please, tell me, how can I find true happiness?" The monk listened carefully and replied, "Come with me and I will show you the path to happiness." The monk led Raphael to the bank of a crystal-clear river, where the soft sound of flowing water created a tranquil atmosphere. He handed Raphael a heavy bag full of rough stones. "Carry this bag and follow me," instructed the monk. Raphael lifted the bag with effort and began to follow the monk along the trail. After a few minutes, the weight of the stones pressed on his shoulders and his steps became slower. Finally he stopped, exhausted, and asked, "Master, this bag is too heavy. Can I put it down?" The monk smiled gently and replied, "Son, this bag represents your worries, regrets, and fears. You carry them everywhere, and they make your life heavy. If you want to be happy, learn to let go of unnecessary burdens." Raphael looked at the bag for a moment, reflecting on the monk's words. Slowly he placed it on the ground. For the first time in a long while, he felt lighter, as if a great weight had been lifted from his back. Next, the monk took Raphael to a small wooden house where a poor farmer lived with his wife and 3 children. Despite the simplicity of the place, walls worn by time and rustic furniture, the home radiated warmth and joy. The air smelled of freshly baked bread, and the sound of laughter filled the room. The family welcomed them warmly and offered a simple meal: warm, crusty bread, tangy homemade cheese, and sweet seasonal fruits. Raphael was surprised to see how happy they were, despite having so little. He couldn't help but ask, "How can you be so happy with so little?" The farmer smiled, his eyes shining with sincerity, and replied, "Happiness is not about having everything. It's about appreciating what you have. I'm grateful for my family, the food on the table, and the work that sustains our lives." The monk added, "People chase after more and more thinking it will bring happiness, but true happiness comes from being grateful for what you already have. When you value the present, you find joy even in the simplest things." Raphael reflected deeply on his own life. He had always focused on what he lacked: a better car, a bigger house, more recognition, and never stopped to appreciate what he already had: his health, his family, and the small joys of everyday life. He realized how much he had taken for granted and vowed to change his perspective. After learning about letting go of emotional burdens and practicing gratitude, the monk took Raphael to a bustling marketplace. The air was filled with the aroma of spices and fresh food, and the sound of laughter and conversations created a lively atmosphere. In the middle of the market, they observed a wealthy man distributing food to the poor. His face radiated genuine happiness as he served hot meals to hungry people. The monk turned to Raphael and said, "When you give without expecting anything in return, your heart fills with joy. True happiness is not in receiving, but in giving. The act of helping others has the power to transform not only their lives, but also yours." Raphael watched as people smiled and blessed the wealthy man. He realized that he had spent his entire life chasing happiness for himself, accumulating wealth and achievements, but had never tried to bring happiness to others. As the sun began to set, the monk and Raphael walked to a tranquil lake surrounded by green mountains. The sky was painted with vibrant shades of orange and pink, reflected in the calm waters of the lake. A gentle breeze blew, creating soft ripples on the surface. The moment felt almost magical, as if nature itself was inviting them to reflect. The monk sat by the edge of the lake and asked, "Tell me, son, when are you happiest?" Raphael thought deeply for a moment. He closed his eyes and remembered the times when he truly felt at peace, watching a breathtaking sunset, laughing with his family during dinner, or losing himself in an activity he loved. Finally, he replied, "When I'm fully present in the moment, like when I appreciate a sunset, laugh with my family, or focus on what I love doing." The monk nodded, his eyes shining with wisdom. That is the secret. Many people live in the past, regretting things they cannot change, or in the future, worrying about things that haven't happened yet. But happiness can only be found in the present. When you live in the here and now, you discover the joy that has always been within your reach. Raphael finally understood. He had been looking for happiness in the wrong places, chasing material, success, worrying about the future, and never appreciating the present. With a heart full of new perspectives, he thanked the monk and returned to his village. From that day on, Raphael changed the way he lived. He practiced gratitude daily, started helping others without expecting anything in return, and learned to be fully present in every moment. For the first time in his life, he felt truly happy. Raphael learned that happiness is not in the future, nor in external things. It is within us, in the present moment. He realized that he had spent years searching for something that was already within his reach all along. So I invite you to reflect. What is the weight you carry with you? What are the worries, regrets, or fears that make your life heavy? Remember, true happiness begins when we let go of these unnecessary burdens. Here are some powerful lessons you can apply today. Let go of emotional burdens. Don't carry worries and regrets that only tie you to the past. Practice gratitude. Focus on what you have, not what you lack. Appreciate the small joys in life. Help others. The act of giving without expecting anything in return fills your heart with joy. Live in the present. Stop worrying about the future or regretting the past. Happiness is found in the here and now. If this story touched your heart, share in the comments below your city or region and a difficult situation you're facing. Your story might inspire others to find their own happiness. And here's a challenge for you. In the next 24 hours, do something that helps you live in the present. It could be writing down 3 things you're grateful for, helping someone without expecting anything in return, or simply pausing to appreciate a sunset or a special meal. Share in the comments what you chose to do. Let's spread more happiness together. If you enjoyed this message, subscribe to the channel for more inspiring stories like this one. Together, we can learn to find joy in the present and transform our lives. Remember, happiness is not something you find in the future. It's a choice you make in the present. You are stronger than you think, and the happiness you seek is already within you. Start today, even if it's with a small step, and see how each action can bring more light into your life.